Good morning, everyone. So this is going to be, I guess, my second weekly video. I did choose a topic. The topic was going to be self-harm and healing. I chose this topic because I do really feel like it's where my life started. Started as in, like, emotionally I became aware, and I was experiencing those new emotions, and it was slowly bringing into focus what being an adult really meant. I honestly don't really like this topic. I find it depressing, and it's not really me, and I don't think about it often, and I really did have to scrape the barrel emotionally and mentally to figure out what went on in that period of my life, what was happening emotionally and mentally, and how it has affected me and what I've learned from it now. So yeah, as I mentioned, the reason I chose this topic was because it is kind of where I feel like my life started. The second reason was that I really do want you guys to get to know me. I want to be transparent with you guys, and I want you to know that my life isn't perfect. On social media, everything looks so much better on social media, and I don't want you guys to forget that I have problems, I've had problems, and I'm still totally human, and I am not a 100% positive person all the time. And the third reason was that I really feel, people have asked me a lot about it in the last couple weeks. I've had a few people ask me about my scars, where they came from, how I self-harmed, and just how it's affected me. So that's why I chose the topic of self-harm and healing. So I guess why someone would self-harm is a pretty good place to start. I started self-harming at the age of 14. I believe it was 14. I had gotten into a fight with someone I really loved, and I was feeling a lot of emotional pain, a lot of anger, and I wasn't used to it, and I just wanted it to go away. I was feeling pretty weak, and I'd heard about cutting probably on Tumblr, and just decided to try it. And I guess it did what it was supposed to do. It tore my focus off of the pain in my chest and the emotional pain I was feeling to the physical pain on my arm. And yeah, it is, and I think that's why, it's kind of hard to describe, but I think that is the main reason why people self-harm, and why people can even become addicted to self-harm. I do think I was addicted to self-harm in some sense of the word. It was definitely a vice. Whenever I couldn't handle something emotionally, when I got super frustrated or super sad, I just cut myself, because it was way easier to control. I was in control. I could control my feelings that way. Or at least I thought I could. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I quit cutting around the age of 17, or maybe 18. It happened when I had a friend or someone close to me cut, and then I came out of it feeling like they had done it in order to manipulate me. And as I thought about this and really considered why I cut and what I do, and I realized that a huge aspect of me cutting was me manipulating the people I cared about. My boyfriends, my family, my friends even. I had used self-mutilation to get them to support me, get them to be there for me, and I manipulated our relationship, which came to be really despicable to me. I hated that, and just stopped cutting. But and I don't mean like I stopped, like I totally completely stopped cutting, but it wasn't as easy as I make it sound. Like there's times, and there still is times, just because of the fact that I've experienced it, that I go through those emotional, really low lows, and I want control again, and I do have the urge to cut or to self-harm, because I know that I'll feel in control, and then it'll take my mind off of the emotional pain. So I did actually physically stop cutting myself, but I did continue to numb out the pain with drugs and alcohol. So basically nothing really stopped. I stopped cutting myself, so it wasn't physically obvious what I felt or how I was dealing with things, but I was still doing drugs and alcohol to numb that out. You know, like real actual healing, and when I say real actual healing, I'm talking about inside healing. That is what I find the most important. Like, everyone's body heals eventually, and to stop cutting isn't really healing. To stop self-harming isn't really healing. To really heal means to come to a place of like a solid place to stand emotionally. Excuse me, sorry. But I didn't really, so I hadn't actually healed all those years. I just numbed out the pain with drugs and alcohol. And it wasn't until probably about like 2 years ago, and a lot of heavy soul searching, and I came to the belief that Jesus was real, and that he had gone through way worse and more immense pain than I ever had in order so that I could be healed by him. And it wasn't until after I came to this belief and started reading my Bible consistently that real healing began. Like, really started piecing things together. My body had been healed for years, but there was a lot of stuff in my past, a lot of anger, a lot of things I was holding against myself and against others, that was bringing up a lot of pain. And it was it was when I started that commitment, and that when I came to that belief that real healing started, I actually started to get stable and normal. I started forgiving people. I no longer define the people who are now in my past by the things they've done to me. They're defined by who they are as a person, and I'm no longer mad at them or upset with them, and that is healing. That's like complete freedom. You are no longer defined by your past. You are no longer defined by the awful, gross things that happened in your past. Yes, they come up sometimes. Like, I think about the stuff I did, the drugs I did, the manipulation I pulled on people, just gross decisions I made, and I'm just no longer defined by them because of that healing. I'm able to look at them and to not, I guess, yeah, be defined by them, as I have said like 3 times already. Anyway, I know that those of you who know me now know, and who know very well how well I've been pieced back together, and how well I've been healed, and how God has totally moved in my life. And I've even had people not believe some of the stories I've told them about my past, which are 100% true. But that's how well it's been pieced back together. It's amazing. And for those of you who don't know me really well, I hope you do really get to know me, and that we can kind of start a relationship based off of honesty, and that you come to the understanding that this type of change is really not reserved for people like me. That you're like, oh yeah, because she's so positive, all this change has happened to her. It's not like that at all. This is a change that anyone can experience. You can take a 180. It just starts with making a decision to change. And yeah, I feel like that was like a depressing topic. But I do hope it kind of inspired you guys, that you guys no longer have to be defined by the stupid stuff you did. Even if you do have the scars, you have whatever, like from the past, the physical scars, it is not awkward to tell people where they came from. Just tell them that you're not that person anymore, and you're no longer defined by those moments of weakness that you had. I really hope that you guys will have a super awesome day. It looks like it's totally gorgeous. The clouds are coming in and out, which is awesome. It's not too hot, not too cold. So I hope you guys all have a super awesome day. You guys have an awesome Thursday. Remember that you're awesome, and that you can change your life whenever you want it to be changed. See ya.